In this video, we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the calculator that was recently updated in Chrome OS. As you can see here, it looks like your basic calculator. You have all the numbers, you have addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. And that was present before. But what Google did with the recent update was it went ahead and added more functionality to the calculator, turning it into a scientific calculator. And if you go ahead and click on this dark bar here, you could see some of those functions and operators that happen. You have logs, you have square roots, pi's in there now. And if you click on the other bar here, the lighter one, you can see you have trig functions, combinations, permutations, and a lot more functionality than before, where basically it was just adding, subtracting, multiplying. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and do some functions to show you how it works, because this works almost like one of the older calculators where you had to type in the numbers and you couldn't see what you were really doing. And I'll show you that right now. So let's look at some of the basic functions of, let's say we want to cube a number. So I would use my keypad here. I would type in 4, and I want to cube that. So I would hit y to the n, then 3, and that's 64. If I want to take any number, let's say 2, and I wanted to put that to the 5th power, I would say 2, hit the y to the n, 5, it's 32. Now I could also go backwards with that and take the, let's say, the cube root of a number. So if I take the cube root of 27, I would type in 3, and then here the nth root of y, 27, that's 3. If I want to take the cube root of 64, once again, 3 for the cube, the nth root of y, 64, and I get 4. So you can see you could do some of those basic operations just like that. If you wanted to do trig functions, you would click on here. Now, the one thing that you're going to need to tell your students, and if you use this, be careful, is Google will always default to radians first. So make sure you click on degrees, and once you click that on, you'll be good to go. So let's say I want to take the sine of 30 degrees. Now, most calculators, you would go ahead and click sine and then 30. Here, you're going to go backwards. So you would type in 30 and then sine. And that's going to give you the sine of 30 degrees. And the A's are all the inverse trig functions: arcsine, arccosine, arctangent. So if I wanted to get the arctangent of something, let's say 1. The arctangent of 1 is 45 degrees. As you can see here, you also have some combinations and permutations and factorials. You would just put the number in factorial and it's going to do it for you. Now, the problem that students run into is trying to get back to the numbers. They don't want to use the numbers on the Chromebooks. And they try and click over here, and you can see I just clicked a number. I just hit number 4. And that would obviously ruin your whole problem. So what you have to do to click back to the numeric pad is kind of click over here in this region, this sort of empty space. If you click there, that's going to take you back. And that's what I've told the students. If you try and click on this black gray bar here, you're probably going to hit a number. So go ahead and just make sure when you want to go back, click this space here, and you're good to go. Now, the nice thing about having a calculator on a Chromebook is, what we've shown before, is I could dock the calculator and I could have the students use a calculator. For those that forget it, they can go ahead and just dock it on the side, and I can make sure they have calculator open and the tab they're working on open and nothing else. So that's a look at the updated calculator for Chrome OS.